The hell are you supposed to be? I'm vengeance.
Grace Randolph was completely wrong about Clayface. Guys, this is Brother I bringing you another video going over something that is not true. It's been obviously debunked over the months. This is kind of old, but not so much. But just to let you know, Grace Randolph is wrong, and don't believe everything she says, guys. So I think most of the people that watch this channel or watching this channel, please subscribe. If you see what you like, please subscribe. Help me get to 10 subs. That's all I'm asking for. Get to 10 subs. I appreciate it. I'm getting some views. Not a lot of views, but getting some views and some comments here and there. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. But this channel is about reacting, I guess, to YouTubers, see what they got wrong and see what they say is not always factually true or what. And we'll go over that. So this is actually Grace Randolph. This is about 10 months ago, okay? 10 months ago when Clayface was announced to be greenlit. The Mike Flanagan Win movie was going to be directed by a different director. It's wrapping up filming, according to the actor, this week, right? This week, scheduled for release date of October of next year. Okay, so it's going to take place in the DCU. Keyword there's DCU. It's going to be part of the DCU. So Brave and the Bold, Batman, same universe. Superman, Peacemaker, same universe. But when this was announced, when Grace started talking about it, she asked her source what universe is going to take place. And she said her source told her that it's going to take place in the Reevesverse. Well, we know that's not true. We all know that's true. If you're watching this video, you probably know that's not true. This is kind of old, but I feel like I had to make this. I don't know why. I just feel like I had to make this. It's old, but this is not true at all. We all know it's not true. But she said according to her source that this is in the Reevesverse. Well, this shows that Grace either doesn't have sources or her sources are not credible, or she's just making stuff up. Because there's a lot of times where she comes up with stuff that are not true. Not true. For example, Bane and Peacemaker, not true at all. Never happened. Things like that. She says a lot of things that are not completely true. And this is a big one. This is actually not sometimes on X account, her X account she'll say rumors and stuff like that. But this is her from her mouth. She said this. And I got a clip of it right here of what she said. So this is not me making this up. This is the word of the woman herself.
I mean, only some villains can kind of level up in that way. And I gotta tell you, Clayface ain't that guy. I don't care what they do to him. So these things have not done particularly well. All right. So that's really, I think, a very clear strike against, spinning out villains into their own stories. The good thing about the Penguin, though, and I agree with everybody, that's one of my favorite things about the Penguin, is that he remained a villain. Over here, they're all getting turned into anti-heroes. But here, he is a bastard. And it was great. It was glorious. So I liked that quite a bit. Now, here's what makes this situation even more frustrating, okay? So I asked my source, I was like, what do you got for me when I heard this news yesterday? And they shocked me when they said, it's Reevesverse. I was like, oh, what? It's Reevesverse? Oh, but that opens up a whole slew of questions. I think on the one hand, it's a realistic take, I heard. What's a realistic take on Clayface? Doesn't his face smush up?
Okay. So there's the evidence there. Some 10 months ago when the movie was announced and she did her stream. There's the evidence there. This was a stream. It was not a video because I remember watching the stream back then. But yeah, so there is a lie, the BS there. Well, you could say her source lied to her. You could use that. And maybe her source did lie to her, but It just shows you that YouTubers are not always credible for movies and entertainment, are not credible for information like that, for breaking news, for stuff like that. They don't listen to them. If I was you, listen to some credible people that actually have real sources. Look for the trades, the credible trades. If the trades, okay, don't even look at scoopers who hide behind an anonymous name, right? Or anything like that. They don't exactly have the best track record either. That's why they're anonymous. Okay? But Grace here, yeah, I don't believe everything Grace here says. Well, obviously don't believe is what she says here because it's not true. We all know Clayface is a DCU. As of now, there's been set pictures, right? There's been set pictures on the setting of the filming of the film, Clayface. Okay, so this is more of a video that don't take. If Grace says she has a source and told her this on anything, take with a mega grain of salt. Don't take her word for. Don't take her word. Okay. 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 That's all. Just don't take her word. Just do not take her word on this, on anything like that, okay? Do not take her word. Because she may have a successful YouTube channel, which she does, right? She does. Kudos to that. But it doesn't mean she knows what's going on. Okay. And whatever sources, from what I understand, sometimes sources, you have a source, those sources are told lies too. They throw people off base. Now she says her source. It's only one source. If you're gonna try to pass this off as this is gonna be as a concrete, you gotta go to more one source. Sorry, one source is not viable. It's not credible. You gotta go with more than one source. No, always go with more than one source, unless the source you have is legitimately on the inside. But whatever, right? Whatever. She didn't say where source is from. Obviously, not the docs. But when you have people that camp, I made a video on Camp the other day, talking about how he even contacted somebody at Paramount. If they got the DCU, they would keep on James Gunn. And they said yes. Right? Right? So you get what I'm trying to say here. Yeah, so she was wrong. Just don't believe what she says. But when it comes to rumors, speculation, or don't. Okay? You could no problem with you disagreeing or agreeing with her reviews on movies or TV shows. Nothing like that. Her movie box office math, whatever. No, you could whatever. But with this kind of stuff, don't believe her. Okay, that's in my opinion. Just don't believe her. You believe if you want, but I'm just going to let you know that I'm trying to let you know. Be careful. Okay, be careful. All right, guys. Like, share, subscribe, comment below. Bye.
Come on. Thanks for watching him, bitch!